So let's talk about the recent changes in Florida law. As of March 24th, 2023, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law personal injury reform. Now there will be several huge changes to the way we do personal injury law going forward. Respect to negligent security cases. A negligent security case means that the premises has not used due care to make sure that the property that they have control and custody over is adequately safe to protect those who are invitees on it. And because they have not done so, and it was reasonably foreseeable that the certain type of injury would be caused to them based on the history of violence in the area, that they would also be liable for it. That is not a direct injury that the at-fault party in that case had brought against an injured party. For instance, when there is a robbery, or when there is an assault, or when there is a sexual assault on someone who goes onto a property, the property manager doesn't actually commit that tort, that crime. What it is that the property manager, the housing complex, the shopping mall, wherever the property may be, they have failed to provide adequate security to prevent the injured party from being mugged or from being assaulted on that property. And because of it, they are too likely for their negligence, their failure to operate with due diligence to ensure the safety of those who come onto their property, and therefore they're liable. Well, what the new law does is it takes and it gives the ability for, in court, the property owner to point the finger at the person who actually committed the crime. And then you know what happens in that situation, that people will look more to the person who's at fault for it. But what happens with people who are muggers, who are robbers, who are thieves, who are sexual, predators? They don't have the requisite funds to pay for the damages that they've caused to the injured party. And so what it does is it takes away the liability that should be placed squarely on those who have provided negligent security in their housing or on their property. And that is a travesty, because there are many people who are going to be injured on these properties who will have no recourse, because when they do so, they'll find that the property manager, the property owner, will be pointing the finger at the person who actually caused the injury to the person, which is which will definitely upend their ability to recover, because these places that receive all of these funds, many times they receive federal grants, federal dollars, in order for them to do low-income housing, etc. And they are actually flush with cash, but they refuse to use the funds to make the place safe, so that people can live or traverse or visit those places. And this is why those things begin to happen. And so what we find is they continue to put profits over people, and that is not right. But our state legislature and our governor has decided to give them a pass as well. And so it's a free-for-all with the insurance companies, because they're the ones who are going to save money now on these claims, but the injured party, the citizen, is the one who will bear the brunt of these laws that have been passed. So that's another change in the Florida personal injury law that you should know about.